Comparing normal Minecraft to my super realistic resource pack part 1. Alright, first up we have Cobblestone. Default Cobblestone looking nice, but the new Cobblestone most certainly is not playing around, and it seems like it would really hurt if I bashed my head against this wall. Next up we have Oak Logs, a fan favorite, but you might as well grab the tweezers and isopropyl alcohol because I am about to give myself a lot of splinters. Now we have Sponge. Default Sponge gets the job done, but new Sponge looks like I could ask it to make me a Krabby Patty, and it might just do it. Next we have Obsidian, which is dark and mysterious as always, however the retextured Obsidian makes me want to put it in my mouth. I don't care how sharp this volcanic glass might be, I will take one for the team. Finally we have the Chiseled Quartz block, looking classy, however with the new texture this block is no longer just a block, it becomes a three-dimensional sensory experience akin to watching The Incredibles for the first time. You can get this resource pack on my Patreon page, the link is in my bio.
Here's me making judgments based off of your persona. I am right.
You are a man, you say you're a top, but you can't commit. A homosexual. You're a cat and you're any color that's like white, pink, or pastels. You are an e-boy, e-girl, or e-person. Black cat, you are an art student, you like horror, you definitely are into witch stuff, and you have crystals. A specific breed of cat, you are a Warrior Cats fan, and you cannot lie to me. You are non-binary, you call yourself garbage all the time, but that is not true. I love you and you are my friend. Pastel Sanrio blogger that will tell you to kill yourself, but also you're really funny. These people scare the living shit out of me, but also your art is so good. Listening to folk punk will not solve your gender identity crisis, nor will it make your father love you, but you are also one of the sexiest bitches alive. Either a cis heterosexual man or literally the hottest woman on the planet Earth. A conservative, a bisexual, a switch, you have never made a decision in your life, you probably own a skateboard. There are three options here. You are then asexual that likes cartoons, a gay man, or you are a man that is going to kill me and call me slurs. Femme, lesbian, and trans mask solidarity. Which lesbian I would trust with my life?
I love you, baby, and if it's quite all
A few weeks ago, I made a video talking about how blood is queer culture. And I wanted to talk about something I noticed about how we, view or are attracted to men and women who are covered in blood differently. That wording was confusing, but I'll explain. Obviously, this is not going to apply to everyone, but it is just, kind of a general thing that I've noticed. I feel like, in general, we tend to be more attracted to women covered in someone else's blood. Like Jennifer's body, we're like, yeah, she's fucking hot, she's powerful, she's sexy. But a lot of people are attracted to men who are covered in their own blood. Think Dean from Supernatural, when he gets beat up, we're like, damn, yes. And I think it's kind of about the inverse of the cliches where you see the vulnerable woman being violent and the violent man being vulnerable. This could be completely wrong, but it is just something that I've been thinking about.
If you were to pat someone on the back and they were to scream in pain, you'd be quite alarmed at how a pretty minor thing has elicited such a powerful response in them. But if they were to tell you that they had been sunburned, that would make a lot more sense, because you'd realize that an injury has caused what is a pretty normal thing to become actually quite painful for them. I think you can draw the analogy out yourself in that repeated harassment and abuse and disrespect of people can cause them to have heightened responses to what you might perceive as pretty innocuous stimuli. But at the end of the day, it is disrespectful to not use the right pronouns for people if the information is available. And if it's not, it is entirely easy to just use they, them for people.
How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. I heard all the people saying
The world sucks. Everything sucks. I suck.
What the fuck is the point of me being here if you're already fucking sad? I can't make someone who's already fucking sad more sad. How the fuck are you making me depressed? How the fuck are you doing that? I am a demon. Go to a fucking therapist.
I recently got into a TTRPG where instead of describing your gender as male, female, or non-binary, there's just a giant list of feelings, phrases, or just words. So put a finger down for whichever one of these words applies to your gender identity. Hermit, sailor, druid, swamp thing, a rusted sword, a fox, an ancient oak, a savior and a saint, eagle, castle, lighthouse in the darkness, relatable, full, empty, open, closed, ajar, adjacent, crossing past, above, below, in between, overflowing, vacant, a turtle, a cloud over the sun, a particular color, a vast and caring body of water, a campfire, an indie song about friendship, lightning, a glaive, a lonely king, none of your business.
Sunshine beating on the good times, moonlight racing from the grave, string band playing more of that honky tonks, pretty young thing going dancing in the rain. High heel lady spitting at the Nicky Jacks.
Okay, I'm sorry this comes across as like ineloquent or weird or poorly worded, but I've been seeing a lot of white queer people on this app not understand this concept, so I thought I would share my perspective. I am a trans person who cannot cis-pass for the life of them ever, and I am a visibly queer person, and that affects me in my day-to-day life every single day. But you gotta understand that you are white before you are queer and you are trans. And what I mean by that is when people look at you, the first thing that they notice is your skin color. And I say this as someone who grew up in a tiny religious cult, escaped from that, and lost all of my friends and faced severe in real life discrimination from my peers. Because you know what? They didn't know I was gay and trans for a very, very long time. In my entire childhood, I was treated normally because I'm white. But my friends who were people of color weren't. And that is the difference.
Hi, and this is how trans I think the My Little Pony characters are. We've got a cis woman. Cis, but I feel like she identifies as gender non-conforming. Okay, so she's cis, but she knows how harmful the gender binary is, so she goes by she, they pronouns. Like, very clearly non-binary. But I feel like she uses all pronouns. This is a they, them non-binary if I've ever seen a they, them non-binary. This is a he, they transmasculine. Neo-pronouns, all pronouns, no pronouns, non-binary, gender fluid, gender fuck, gender anarchy. This is a trans man. Elder trans woman who gives her LGBT babies advice. Alternative she, they non-binary who listens to hyperpop. Obviously. Back in the 90s, I was in a very famous TV show.
Okay, so I've been on hormones for 3 months now, and the biggest change I've noticed is that my nipples hurt all the fucking time. Like, I'm basically, like, speedrunning puberty, and, like, the tectonic plates on my chest are moving around, and it's just constant pain. And I might be, like, making mountains out of molehills a little bit, but I think I can finally say I have titties, so, like, it's all worth it. I use the pills. I've got my little tranny Darth Maul shit going on, and my parents were originally worried about that because there's a lot of health side effects, including, like, kidney damage, but my thinking was, like, no one's ever been catcalled for their kidneys. Like, you don't see, like, New York construction workers going like, damn, baby, like, you probably process your piss so fast. And, like, I'm a sexist. Like, I just want to be an object. And so, my system of validation I describe as the Slimy Man scale, or SMS. And my thinking is just, like, if the most, like, disgusting, like, transphobic men want to use me for my body, then, like, I gotta be a hot bitch. So, like, fuck my kidneys. Just, like, give me those itty-bitty A-cups, man.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know.
They're gonna know.
How would they know? How would they know? How would they know?
I can't. I can't.
Oh my god!
Hi, my name's Cass. I'm rather mentally ill and I've been to several psych wards. Here are my favorite things I've been in trouble for. I caught a frog. They didn't like it. I couldn't walk. Needed a wheelchair. They didn't like it. Every time they called a code green to the little kids unit, I'd go, wow, they must be breaking crayons over there. They didn't like it. Referred to my medicine as drugs. They didn't like it. Ate too many apples. They didn't like it. Every single time the intercom went off, I'd go, God, they didn't like that. Had a tic disorder. They didn't like it. I put on lotion, and they didn't like that so much they gave me a shot in my ass. Requested to call a patient advocate. They didn't like it. I was there because I drank acetone. I kept asking if the soda machine had acetone on tap. They didn't like that. I gave someone a high five. They didn't like it. I kept wanting to eat ice. They didn't like it. I'm a vegetarian. They didn't like it. I was upset I'd eaten veggie burgers every day for 5 days. They didn't like it. I didn't like it either. I had a panic attack. They actually didn't like that so much they took my clothes. Ah!
I really do not like the word envy. It makes me feel gross. There are some circumstances where it makes sense to group non-binary people together for the sake of your conversation, like right now. But in regular day-to-day life, I'm pretty resistant to anything that groups non-binary people together for no reason. It creates the illusion of a gender trinary, that you've got men, women, and non-binary people. Maybe a less shitty depiction would be that you've got a big old gender soup, and there's like men in it over here and women over here, and then all sorts of other shit are non-binary people, but there isn't really a perfect metaphor because gender's fake. But when I'm grouped in together with every other non-binary person as an NB, it just feels like a moderate reform to the restrictive gender structure that I do not want to be a part of. You didn't need to make up a word that calls attention to but also oversimplifies my gender identity. You can just call me a person.
Please don't kill me. I have a lot to live for. I have a wife and kids. Shut the fuck up!
The one thing keeping non-binary people bound to this mode of plane is the lack of removable titties. I'm talking about casual tits, floral tits, and of course, party tits. But no, we don't have that, which is why we can't ascend.
I hate it. It gets on every fucking last nerve when cisheads, specifically white, neurotypical cisheads, come into fandom spaces and then complain when they see queer people, people of color, neurotypical people, headcanoning characters to be more like them. They bitch about it. So, that's not how they are in canon. Why you Shut the fuck up. You will never consume a piece of media and not see yourself represented. Not see a single character you can relate to. If you do not make media or let us make media that represents us, we will make it for ourselves.
Hello, TikTok. I've got a bird. Hi. Ah!
Here's how to make a penny can stove. You're going to need 2 aluminum cans. Find a flat object that is 1 inch in height. Using a razor blade, spin the can a few times next to the object to cut the bottom part of the can away evenly. Before doing the same to the second can, use a thumbtack to punch 16 evenly spaced holes on the top lip of the can. Make 5 holes in the center of the bottom of the can. Now use the same technique to cut away the bottom of the second can. Use needle nose pliers to crimp the lip of the bottom can. Fill the bottom section with fiberglass insulation. Now assemble the 2 sections by inserting the top part of the stove, the one with the holes, over the bottom section section, the one with the crimps. Use a high temperature sealant around the can to help seal the two sections together. Now carefully press down to lock both sections into place. Use a clean burning alcohol fuel for the stove. For this video, we'll use heat. Fill the stove with the liquid fuel. Use a 1981 or prior copper penny, which is made of 95% copper, to cover the 5 fill holes. Spill a little bit of fuel on the side of the can to use as a pilot and light it. Carefully feel above the stove to make sure that you feel the heat of it burning. The flames are much easier to see in the dark. You now have a penny can stove to use for your bug out bag or other emergency.
You know, it's comments like this that make it all worthwhile. Because I was born in the 90s, the early 90s. By the time I was your age, most of my queer elders were dead because of the AIDS epidemic. That or they just hadn't come out because they were too afraid. And that's understandable. It wasn't a very hospitable time. So when I see that I get to be a queer elder for a young trans man, it makes it all feel worth it. And I sincerely hope that I can do right by you. Because I didn't have anybody to do right by me.
Recently realized I'm non-binary, so I wrote down a list of things I want from my body just so I can understand myself better.
Muscular, broad shoulders, a sharp jawline, 8 feet tall, a dick and pussy but no balls. Too many teeth, can run at 80 miles per hour, echolocation, 4 arms, getting closer to you all the time, a lust for blood, I'm almost to you now, I'm at your back door. I don't mean any harm. Open the door. Come on, it's safe. Open the door. Don't you trust me? Come on. Don't worry, you know me, there's nothing to worry about.
Quartz glass is glass that looks black to the naked eye, but once a light is shown through it, it shows its true color. What's cool is that some of this glass is 100+ years old. Black glass was hand blown, unlike bottles today, and the purpose was to protect the contents inside from deteriorating when exposed to sunlight. It was primarily used for liquor or medicine, so this glass could be from shipwrecks, which is pretty cool. Black glass is hard to find because it looks like a rock, but it's pretty special.
Okay, I have heard you loud and clear. Renee, what is voice neutralization? As you saw in my last video, voice alteration is not just flipping a switch between masculine and feminine. It's modifying a series of characteristics to create a voice that gives you gender euphoria. And I didn't even talk about all the characteristics in the last video. Voice neutralization can be modifying certain characteristics but not others. It can be compensating for some characteristics of your voice that are highly gendered and not others. Or it can be modifying all characteristics, but only to certain degrees. So for example, if your voice is very high, you can add some darkness to it while keeping the height. Or if your voice is very low, you can brighten it while keeping the low tone. There are lots and lots and lots of ways to neutralize your voice. I hope this helped.
I am very much one of those gay people that loves collecting old and ugly things. Here we have a sampling, just to give you an idea. So I got these to add to my collection. I thought it would be cool, you know, I could put something funny and silly inside of them. But I feel like something really bad is going to happen to me if I touch these with my skin. This one specifically. Anyway, give me suggestions on what I should replace this infant with. Personally, I'm leaning towards this picture of Spyro.
Or 2 of judging your personas. Despite what your family may have wanted, college or high school sports did not stop you from being gay. That or you are a trans man and you have seen NBC's Hannibal. You were either sapphic or a trans woman and I would trust you with my firstborn child. You've been mistreated by every figure in your life that you trusted, but also you're like the nicest person alive. Please go to therapy. You are a bottom and you desperately need to shower. Monster energy drink cans have started to outnumber the half-drink glasses of water in your room and you have not folded laundry your entire life. Absolute backbone of any friend group, you are genuinely one of the nicest people alive and people do not appreciate you enough. You are definitely a man who likes men or a butch lesbian. You have a Spotify playlist that consists of multiple songs that have been TikTok sounds, and you have not eaten a vegetable willingly for like most of your life. Fruity cousin of horse fursonas, this is trans mask and trans women solidarity, and also you guys are really goddamn funny.
All the queer households that I've ever been to in my life have like the same things. It's fucking wild. You got the addiction collection, some weird shit in the bathroom that you wouldn't usually see in a bathroom. No walls, just fucking posters. A secret area for some mischievous shit. A table that is not made out of table you would find at the kids section of IKEA, and a plant that has been dying for 5 years.
Okay, since a lot of us are on our idiot arc, let me explain this to you. You have the logic halfway there about neopronouns. If you're like, oh, well, if you use a neopronoun as a noun, why can't you use it as a nickname? All pronouns are nicknames. All of them. Every single is replacing your name. It's a shortened way to refer to you. All of them are. All of them. They're not a particular thing. They're not something completely different for everything else. It's a nickname. All it is. All it fucking is. Did we not learn this in class? Are we all suddenly just inept in the brain? I'm so tired.
What is something that's for straight people that's about gay people, and what is something for gay people that's about straight people? I don't even know if that made sense. But I would say that Call Me By Your Name is about gay people, but for straight people. And Mamma Mia is about straight people, but is for gay people. And you cannot tell me otherwise.
You AMAB and non-binary?
Yes.
Oh, stay there for a sec.
Okay. Got me nervous, bud.
You want to do? You want to do? It's like
Okay,
like the.
no,
do you remember? It's like the Caitlyn Bennett. Would you
I get it.
date a trans girl? Do you remember this? I was holding the. Get it?
I have my own, but I appreciate it.
Anyways, y'all don't get enough love. What the fuck's that about? This app sucks for that. It seems like I see a lot of non-binary people, but they're all like AFAB, and it's got me. It's like
They're
thinking,
valid in their own right.
They got it.
Nothing
They
against them.
like. There's AMAB, non-binary people. I barely see any.
Yeah.
And that's kind of fucked up. Y'all need some representation. I'm not that representation, but I'm just saying y'all can chill here for a bit. I got a couple extra Mountain. I got like 6.
Why do you have so many?
About
That
6
is
of
an
you can chill here.
unnecessary quantity of Mountain Dew, bud.
Unless you don't want a Mountain Dew.
Thank you.
Another gen setter, wanna be trendsetter, but more of a bedwetter because of my stress levels. I'm feeling immense pressure to always just get better in text, which always ends up in me getting text to get better. Who guessed the next M would be me? The best ever to grip on a lead pencil if he could get it to speak. I'm a best Western without a bed, left in a sleep, but wouldn't put in less effort if left dead in the street. This is Budman.